Good job.
Downtown Baltimore and Oriole Park on a Friday night. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the American League's Houston Astros and the Baltimore Orioles. Number 1, one of the season's top power hitters, makes a final push for a home run title. Next, Carlos Gomes gets the ball for the Orioles in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First offering on its way. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, the last game, they got to wash that down the drain. They got absolutely boat raced by a big margin. They got to put that behind them. Show up to the yard today looking to fight. Everything changes once the first pitch is thrown.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Beckham is there, and Beckham's throw is in time at first, 1 away. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, I know this club loves what Evan Gattis brings to its offense. His batting average is on the rise right now. And if you look at his last 10 games, you know why. He's hitting over 350 in that span. So he's found his groove. He's hitting just about everything right now.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hits this one hard the other way. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. Here's Carlos Correa now, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
Carlos Correa.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, Dero, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Hit slowly back to the mound. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. The Orioles due up in the first, no score. Here's George Springer. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory.
George Springer.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Grounded foul off to the right. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. One gone.
All right, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for the Orioles. And guys, the things you need to focus on today, you got to watch this team. They have the most errors in the league. You cannot be a successful ball club and kick it around and give this team extra outs. Let's see what happens.
And now pitch on the way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Now the 1-0 is in there for strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. One and two, here it comes. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. And there are 2 away now. Striding in, Yuli Gurriel.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Yulievsky Gurriel.
First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. There's a strike.
Let's see if he continues to climb that ladder, or does he try and get him fishing on something bouncing in dirt.
Got him looking, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Leading off the inning, Marwin Gonzalez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. The next 0-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Batting eighth, first baseman,
Tyler White will bat next, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 14 homers and 54 runs batted in. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
The MO of this pitcher in the early going is certainly establishing the inside part of the plate. He has been dominant. Sometimes you just got to tip your hat if a guy can effectively, consistently pitch inside like he is.
Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit in the air down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So coming to the plate, Josh Reddick. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Reddick, a native of Georgia. He was a 17th round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
2-0 now. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Settling in now, Tony Kemp comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Here's the 1-1. Down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Striding in once again, Carlos Correa. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Here it comes. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Correa, who's sometimes called Show-Rea. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail here 4-0. Next up for the Stros, George Springer, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, this has been a completely different performance from the offense that we saw yesterday. They were looking like the 27 Yankees 24 hours ago, but they've been held in check so far in this one. That's kind of how baseball goes, though.
Evan Gattis now standing in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Just a tick behind for a strike.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
0-2 the count to Evan Gattis.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
This one's down to third. Nunez scoops it up. Throw gets him, 2 down. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. First delivery to him on the way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Popped him up. VR waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 15 up, 15 down to start the ball game. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 4 and the Astros nothing. Now batting, Marwin Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Dribbled up the line. Here's the pitch. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Now batting, first baseman, Tyler White.
Into the box now, Tyler White. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Andrioli over to his right. 2 gone. So digging in now, Josh Reddick. First time up, he went down looking.
Right fielder, Josh Reddick.
First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. To short. To his right, Beckham. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They're down 4-0. Now at the plate, Tony Kemp. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you're going to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going.
The 0-1 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Andrioli has to come in a few steps, but he has it for out number 1. Digging in once again, Alex Bregman. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Rounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Popped him up. VR moving to his left. 2 gone. Here's Carlos Correa now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Carlos Correa.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Chopper to the left side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. The perfection continues. 21 straight retired. Get up and stretch here in Baltimore. It's the Orioles 4 and the Astros nothing. Here's George Springer. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Wow.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
The batter, catcher, Evan Gattis.
Evan Gattis now standing in. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Windup and the 0-1. Hard on the ground towards short. Base hit, and the perfect game comes to an end here in the 8th. So these fans will not get to see history here after all, as the no-hit bid ends right here with 1 out in the 8th.
Matty V, so close, but yet so far. You get into the 8th inning, D-Row. You get that first out, and you're starting to think to yourself, this might be the night I finish it off.
That's what I was going to ask you. Do you wait until this long, or does it start creeping in around the 6th inning?
It starts creeping in right around the 6th. You look up that, you see zeros on that scoreboard, you know you're doing something special.
Yeah, and from an offensive standpoint, you start letting it creep in right around that same time, and you're telling yourself and the boys, we have to find a way to get a knock.
The 0-1 pitch. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Drilled to the right side, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Ready for another shot now, Marwin Gonzalez.
The batter, number 9, designated hitter, Marwin Gonzalez.
First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. In his career, Gonzalez hits a little over the 270 mark. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Grounder down the line at third. Reined in. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Digging in to try it again, Tyler White. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swinging a ground ball to third. Nunez moving to his right. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Josh Reddick.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And that misses inside 1-0. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
4-0 the score tonight. The Baltimore Orioles took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Carlos Gomes earned his 9th win of the year as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Orioles. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. For the Astros, no runs but only 2 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. A reminder that Metro subway trains are available at the Lexington Market or Charles Center subway station. MTA Light Rail Service will provide extra trains on the Penn Camden Shuttle. And
A young pitcher is called into his manager's office after a notable performance.